Ladies and gentlemen,
Uh, and now we got our feet up. Mel in this everybody throw the bees up. Yo.
whoa, whoa, no, but continue. No, but continue.
Hey, it's the next installment of Talking Good, Walking Bad. We are back.
We are back. Like, you know what? Honestly, though, we ain't never go nowhere.
That's true.
We ain't never go nowhere. We
Shout out
been
to the
here.
Telling Me Podcast umbrella. We appreciate that.
Definitely, definitely.
Man, this been
And oh man, we got a lot to talk about. But let's start off on a serious note. And for the people that's gonna listen, people that's gonna watch, people that's gonna critique, the people that's gonna probably steal some of the stuff that we do because we are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
You might be going through a tough time right now with the shutdown going on, and a lot of families are probably going to be losing a lot of their income coming in, to feed their kids or whatever they got to do, bills and stuff like that. Just know God has a say so at the end of it. I know we don't talk like that a lot, but God has a say so in it. And just know you got two people here that's praying for you and that loves you. Family Meeting Podcast. Talk good, walk bad. We back.
Absolutely. That's the talk good part right there.
I mean, since we want to get where do we start?
No, for real though. What Mel said was absolutely true. Like we hope that at least some of this little silliness that we do or whatever can provide a little break in your life when we do it. So yeah, no, Mel, thank you for saying that. I mean, we got blessed by Mama. Mama came through here singing.
I'm sorry, I wasn't lucky to hear what she was saying to us, but man, we needed it. We needed it.
We did. So for everybody out there, just know, hey, God is love, and we love you. So keep your head up and keep going. All right, that's the talk good part right there.
Now, where do we start?
Man, did it and got 4 years, bruh.
Oh, we got to take a line from Wayne. Go ahead, brother.
Prison in February. I ain't in no rush.
Oh, you in a rush. You in a rush.
Oh, yeah.
No, but okay. Even with this, in all seriousness, no, we don't like to see one of our brothers get locked up and stuff like that. We don't wish that on nobody. But you have to be held accountable for your actions.
Bingo.
And a lot of the stuff that he's done, allegedly, let's start off there. Allegedly, a lot of the stuff that he's done, I'm just saying.
Slide on all that.
I'm just saying.
You can't just slide on all that. But you know who's doing the slick sliding right now? No pun intended. There's not a baby oil reference. R. Kelly ain't said nothing this whole time.
Oh, he is mad, folks. That brother is mad. He is. Listen, this the walk bad part.
This is the walking bad.
He is about to snitch on what he knows to reduce that time.
Kelly going ham right now. He punching the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood.
For sure. and just remember this too, folks. Remember this. That first R. Kelly concert is gonna sell out. I don't care. People be like, no, cancel. Can't cancel nothing. Everybody know that man make good music. When he come out and he had that first concert, it's about to be lit.
Everybody gonna be at that concert with shades on and a wig. You going though? You going though? I'm sorry. Be like, to a concert right now in the middle of a dang cornfield, and I'm like, oh, where? How much tickets is?
And we gonna go through that. Beast, that you in that wig?
Hey, but take the damn wig off. We know that's you.
Take that wig off. What's the matter? What's the matter? What you hiding for? You know
Wait,
you
wait,
make some
wait.
good music.
It's that time we got to say the theme. By the way, the opinions expressed by
The thoughts and opinions of Talk Good, Walk Bad is solely on the two hosts of Talk Good, Walk Bad, and not the expression of the Family Meeting Podcast or its affiliates.
we mean no offense, but we still know you going to the R. Kelly concert, or you go Google it, YouTube it, something.
Don't lie. Don't lie. You
And
know
say,
you
no
would.
way. We know you. We talk to you every week.
Oh man. So I need your thoughts on this, brother. I need
Let's
your
go.
thoughts on this. The Cardi B, Nicki Minaj drama
I knew
that
it.
is going on, and oh Jesus Christ.
Soon as I said every week, I knew you was finna come with that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bro. I need your opinion on this. Talk on it. Speak on it, brother.
All right. First of all, in my heart of hearts, I want to feel like this is just one of them ploys to get everybody riled up. Y'all got an album coming out or something like that. Something. It's a media ploy. That's what I want to say, but they taking it to the kids. That's why I was like, ooh, little nasty right there. Nikki posted a picture of Cardi kid, her daughter, and then
Mm-hmm.
Cardi posting a picture of Nikki's brother with the wig on. Like, she put the wig
Mm-hmm.
on there, like he wasn't wearing the wig. But Nikki's brother went down for some unscrupulous actions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So they get
Allegedly.
kind of personal.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. They get kind of personal, bro. And what I want to say is, where's the unity?
I mean, my opinion on that, if you going beef, keep it strictly beef between you and that person. Don't
Right.
bring the kids into it because the kids are the innocent ones through it.
They ain't got nothing to do with this.
But that's the only reason they could get a rise out of people is if you start talking about the kids and then it's like, yo, give me the address. I don't want to talk no more.
Yeah. Like you gotta in this day and age, we done seen so much and we become desensitized to so much that you gotta go to the extreme now. When back in the day, man, all you had to do was tell somebody they lyrics was whack. And now
Yeah,
you got to beef.
yeah.
Now you got to show Cardi B daughter with Cardi B's actual teeth. I'm not trying to make a joke,
No, that wasn't called for.
but you ain't got to do that. And then bringing in the brother in, yo, you ain't got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I miss old school where you put it on wax. Put it on
Yeah,
wax. Kumo D LL Cool J style. Just put it on wax.
yeah. But it ain't about that no more because it goes back to what we spoke about before with the whole oh, somebody's either fighting or going through something, and the first thing you want to do is pull out your phone and record it
Right.
instead of helping.
You don't help. You record first. Oh
Yeah,
my
tell me
God,
where that
someone's
makes sense.
drowning. Let me record this real quick instead of reaching out a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, let me add something on to that, bro.
No, please.
You make more money off social media than you do from your record deal.
Oh yeah.
You make more money off of the likes and the followers and all that, the content creation or whatever that you do from your record deal. That's why a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people they stay on tour because you make more money from the tours. Your record deal really ain't giving you that much money. What
Right.
was it back in the day? And it could be different now, but what was it back in the day? You got 9 cents from every record that you sold.
Mm-hmm.
When you got social media, this is the new age, the new era. All you got to do is put out a post that gets real popular and people start following and talking. And now YouTube, on Twitter, I don't know how it really goes, but you get paid from these venues now, and you ain't
Mm-hmm.
did nothing but use your thumbs to type up something.
Right.
I get it.
It's It's sad that that's what it is, but I mean, what can you do? This is unfortunately the society that we live in.
That's where it is with this new era. Because honestly, a lot of people think about how much leaving the house we done took out of society, just as a whole. You don't have to leave your house to go grocery shopping. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to leave your house to go and pick up a pizza real quick. You don't have to
Yep.
leave your house to talk to anybody. You don't have to leave your house to do anything. You can get your clothes, your food, everything that you need to sustain yourself as a living being without even leaving the house. And then on top of that, might get paid for it.
That is true. But what do we know? You know?
What do we know? I mean, we're sitting here doing a podcast right now, hoping that somebody says, "Hey, please." It's all good. It's all good. But y'all get what we're saying, though. We would never turn our back on y'all like that.
Nah.
Unless they give us $20 million. $20 million, I will snitch on y'all like a month.
Hey, look who decided to join us. We was waiting for you. Silent Thought. What's good, brothers? Tapping in from Gulf Coast, Mississippi. Look, I can't even say it right now. Gulf
This is the
Coast,
way we
Mississippi.
ball. Gulf Coast running folks. This is the way we ball. My boy said it's understandable for the 20 million.
I mean, I hear you on that, but I'm not giving up my dignity, my pride, and that virgin, that virgin hole that people try to get into. Nah, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
No, honestly, guys, that was a joke. Me and Mill, we talk about this a lot of times off the screen. Like, yo, let's say something does blow up, and we know when to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to offend anybody or any potential suitors for trying to give us $20 million. But hey, they talking about step back in this room real quick. No,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely not. Nope. Uh-uh. Money is good, but money ain't everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now somebody go take that clip and use it against me and E-Fed.
Oh, you know that.
Oh yeah, somebody go do that. I'm looking at you.
Yo, you got that comment?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, you can. It's only 4 years and some change for it."
I know where that's going.
Nah.
Oh, you missed that. You missed that part where we said he's only going to do a year.
He gonna do like a year. Probably be on house arrest.
Yeah, it's not going to be long. He's not going to do that whole 4 years.
Nah, he ain't gonna do no bid. That's the reason why. Just going back, that's the reason why R. Kelly is punching the air right now.
Mm-hmm.
Killer, like, really? Yeah, follow the Steiner math. Diddy did Steiner math in real life.
Oh no, for real. But that's crazy to me though. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, rich folk problem, bro. Rich folk problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like we could talk about it, but at the same time, it's a rich folk problem. I got pork and bean problems.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with some good pork and beans now.
Hey, bro, when you get older, you learn how to hook them things up.
Woo! Toss some. Listen, chop up some hot dogs and some shrimp. Come on, don't play with me. Get a little bit of rice. Don't play with me.
Bro, don't mess around. Let me have some sausage or whatever. Forget the hot dogs.
Oh man,
Sausage, sizzle them up a little bit. You know, we getting off track.
are we really though?
Not really. Cause boy, I do the damn. I do the
Are we
barbecue
really?
baked beans with the beef in it, and then the smoked sauce. Yeah.
That do sound good though.
I ain't bullcracking with you.
All right, because we know what he's about to start doing. So we're gonna read this one. You got this one, brother?
I got you.
All right.
60% of 4.5 years is only served with 1 year time served with, which leaves 3.5 years. That is 60% of that, and 60% is done in half of 30% of 50% of the time. Y'all don't get the joke right now. If you're not laughing right now, you don't get it.
Because you don't understand. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, though. It's the sad part. That's the funny part. He's doing the Steiner math, but applying it.
But seriously.
But it's real.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Hey, silent thought, man. Ain't you supposed to be on this week? Ain't you supposed to be on here?
Hey, we had this conversation already, brother. Let's not do that. Okay.
You're right. You're right. Trump is on a rampage. He's already mad about that damn South Park episode.
Mm-hmm. We don't need to get canceled because Silent Thought want to be not silent and really put his thoughts out there.
You know, you got to change your name. It ain't Silent Thought no more. You are voicing that opinion, boy.
That's your name, voicing that opinion, boy.
Voicing that opinion, boy.
You know what? Because, next week, we'll tell you what the show is going to be next week, and a lot of people are probably going to want to tune in for that one.
Probably want to.
All right. So let me find you. Where you at?
Oh, he doesn't agree to it.
All right. Where you at?
For all of those that are listening and that will listen, we must remind you that the thoughts, expressions, and opinions of the show are in no way, shape, or form connected to anything other than we just talking. This is Talk Good, Walk Bad.
We back.
We back.
Yo, check your messenger.
Let me look right now. See,
no, not you. Not you.
Oh, never mind. I'm still gonna check mine anyway because see, I'm not on camera.
Nah, you good. Silent Thought, check your messenger, quick.
By the way, hey, y'all didn't realize last week, a week ago, was Beast's birthday, man. Y'all shower him with love. He had the best damn birthday ever.
Because, folks, the way y'all made it about him, which was fine, but the way y'all made it about him, boy, did he love that. He wish his birthday was every day.
Nah. It's bigger than that because he got a better birthday present than anybody on this show.
I know where this is going.
I am jealous.
Talk Good, Walk Bad. We back. Here it comes.
Walking bad part. He had a better birthday present than anybody on this show. WWE actually hit this dude up.
Yes. Hit him up.
I ain't never been contacted by WWE on my birthday. I'm jealous.
So, for the people in the back that don't know what happened, so when you are doing a watch along, folks, you are not supposed to be playing it loud enough where they can hear it. So, dear sweet, it's my birthday today. I get to do what I want. Beast decides to have it playing very loudly in the back, and WWE hit him up with a what did they hit him up with again, brother?
Pretty much with a mute, like we finna cut this off right now until we can decide how we feel about this.
So,
and then you wake up the next morning and they pinpoint everything they did that they didn't like. So Beast had the best birthday of all of us. He is killing this 2025 year with all the losses that we've had. He's killing. You ain't never been hit up by WWE on your birthday, have you? Have you?
So, so Silent Thought said, "Have you guys weighed in on the current situation with government shutting down and workers being cautioned?" Yep,
Yeah, we started talking about it.
that's what we talked about. We
Yeah,
start. We actually started with that, bro.
yeah. You need to get your ass on the show.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Hey,
No, change your name. I ain't. You ain't coming in here yet. No, what? No,
change your damn name.
not gonna bring you in with that damn name. What is wrong with you?
Audience confusing everybody.
And I know you hear us telling you this.
Oh, they're trying to flip flop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know for God. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, making
Oh snap! Oh
first
snap!
up,
Hold
yeah,
on,
what's up, baby?
Tear the joke up in this mother.
Oh shoot. We about to get some comments now, babies.
We just on one now. We got Tia and Silent Thought in the studio. Oh yeah.
Oh no, he I think he got mad because of that name that he had up there.
Well, he changed it.
Hey, get back in here if you're listening.
Bring yourself back up in here before Tia take your place.
Word.
She don't even like to be on here, but you know what? You see, we ain't even on screen right now. She'll just talk about it.
Yeah. We'll just get to hear the voice.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming to sit at the table with Talk Good and Walk Bad to enter the conversation, we are bringing to you Silent Thought. And by the way, the thoughts and comments of this dude who's about to come into this conversation does not represent. We're not going to say family podcast because that's Beast thing. He messed up on that. Does not represent Talk Good, Walk Bad. Ladies and gentlemen, Silent Thought is finally on the show and he could chat up about it.
Hey, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for finally allowing me on the show.
What's up, brother?
Allowing you. Good.
Charlene, what is up, girl?
What up, Charlene? Why you do that man like that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus. So where we at? What we talking about right now?
Hey, you got it, bro. Matter of fact, we brought you on so me and Mel can shut the hell up. We gonna sit down, put our feet up, and you got it, bro.
Yo, as soon as you say something wrong, you are out of here. Let me just let you know that now. Huh?
Well, just know that right and wrong is really perceptive. It's all about how you word things that can really cause an issue. And I'm very careful with my words and how I pick them. When I'm in the comment area, I do it because it doesn't reflect on you guys. It's a personal comment. But now that I'm on the show, I know how to conduct myself.
Oh, you damn, good, bro. I made it.
Damn, bro, we were just playing. Jesus Christ. Wait, what?
But
no, you got. You got to understand. I am a very controversial thinker. So
no, that's fine.
It's all good. We got Tia in the comments. You good, bro? Go ahead and speak. Tia.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Today. Now, hey, Mel, we ain't got to do nothing.
Nah.
So, I actually have a question for you guys. Have you been following this whole little, the government shutdown that they do like every 2-3 years or whatever?
Yes.
For whatever their panties in the wad, whatever it is. But because I work on a government compound, and
as I do too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's caused a lot of issues across the compound, and you're not hearing about it in the news and things like that. And I'm just wondering, what are you guys' take on this consistent reciprocation of playing that they're doing? That's the way I'm gonna say it. Playing around that they're doing.
They're using poor people's monopoly money to get what they want.
Facts.
I'm saying that because it's the truth. But you know what? I'm gonna say this too, because this was off camera when me and TG spoke on it. People of our standards know how to survive in situations like this. It's the people that are not our standards don't know how to survive in this. And I'm keeping it very correct right now
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I don't
yeah.
want to say what I really want to say. But y'all reading
Right.
between the lines, y'all know what it is.
I mean, it's you have not stated a false statement yet.
And
I'll say that.
it's to me, it's sad because actually I was having this conversation with my daughter too. Once the government opens back up, it's gonna go right back into where it went into before it shut down, which is a whole lot of spending that's going back into the government.
hmm Look at this comment.
Yep.
This is a real life situation. Check this out real
But
quick.
yo, silent thought. Since it's your first time on the show, we're gonna let you read that comment if you can. Let us know.
Okay. Is from Miss Tia Weston. It
Tia.
says, same. They got a lot of misinformation on campus, and they done had the dogs on site and everything.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great thing that word, right?
And
Like,
it, no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
no, no,
My
I'm saying, like I know we touched on it a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
but okay, one guy gets, assassinated, murdered, shot, however you want to look at it, and then the HBCUs are getting attacked.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make sense.
No.
I just want to say that real quick. It don't make sense.
Can I ask how are the HBCUs being attacked? Because they've kind of been out of pocket, going back and forth between things.
Everything from bomb threats to threats of shooter alerts.
Oh, okay,
I'm talking about
okay.
it's still going on, even though that happened 2 weeks ago. Like this past week, they got
Yeah.
alerts on at least 6 HBCUs where it's like, hey, something might be going on. Be
Mm.
careful.
Okay, so Mel, can you do me a
Yeah,
favor, real quick?
Yeah. What's up?
Can you repeat that disclaimer that you made before I came on? Before I say this?
The absolute thoughts of silent thought does not reflect the family meeting podcast to where Beast got a disclaimer from WWE or or talk good, walk bad. But one thing we do, we let people speak their opinions and their thoughts. So,
yeah, you
brother,
can get
you got the floor. Talk about it.
Okay, so with the HBCUs, and this is a stretch, I just want to put that out there. The
Mhm.
reason that they're probably being targeted is because the history behind the HBCUs names. They're all the names of wives of old days. I'll put it that way, to try to stay in line.
Mhm.
And
no, we be
it indirectly connects to that incident that happened. And I'm gonna say it was a blatant assassination because
Mhm.
from my understanding of ballistics and marksmanship and things like that, I served time in the military and I was in that category.
I
Right.
don't put
Um,
your brain on that. Keep going.
yeah, that was a blatant assassination. It was, and it did what it was intended to do.
Hmm
Mhm.
However, it failed at what the secondary intention was to do, was to throw in political parties and things like that. That makes absolutely no sense because whether it's the left wing or right wing, the bird needs both wings to fly. So,
Absolutely.
I
with
like the way
that
you put
being
that.
said, that's why that was done specifically for that reason. Unless someone can come up with something better to explain why, because a man's opinion, people have been doing that for years. And then when you
Absolutely.
bring up Dr. Martin Luther King and he got hit for his opinions, nobody wants to talk about that.
That's a whole other conversation for another time.
A whole nother conversation for
And
another
you know,
time. But when it comes to the HBCUs, it's it's a it's a logistical strategy to bring in more and more. When that incident first happened, they wanted to do the political thing. Then they tried to include um, melanated peoples that had nothing to do with it.
right?
The
Absolutely.
black community, nothing to do with it. They tried to include that.
Just a reminder. That's why that comment I just put up from Tia again. The unaliving by rope. Like we're not
Yeah,
involved in that. And we did touch
We
on
are
a little
not
bit.
involved.
We're not involved,
Exactly.
but that's what you
But
want to cause a stir.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
To
Yes,
sway
sir.
somebody
And
one way or another, and that doesn't make sense. Especially, I'm sorry, as we touched on earlier in the show, survival is something that we're good at.
yes,
Absolutely.
And when
Absolutely.
I don't even talk about color. I'm talking about when you're in a certain status, survival is
yeah,
something that you're good at. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you're not involved, or you're trying to get somebody involved, like they don't pique us. They don't
Mm-hmm.
pique. And again, not about race, color, stature, or it's about standards and status. When you're in a certain status, it doesn't pique us. We like, oh dang,
that's why
that's
when
tough.
you look at the ancient world,
Yeah, that's
when the empire fell, all those people that were at the bottom level of the case system, they were
Mm-hmm.
unaffected because they had nothing
Take them
anyway.
in
They
here,
were just
Giselle.
Oh,
surviving.
oh, nah, bro. Come on, we gotta. No, we do good, and we do good introductions. We're not gonna
no,
do
no,
that.
I ain't
We're not
expected to
gonna
say
do
nothing
that.
before that. No. I ain't expected to say nothing before that. I just want to.
Nah. We gotta give a good
Yeah,
introduction, bro.
we
Like,
gonna do that. We gonna do that. I just want to put it in there like bow because
nah,
a lot of people are listening and not watching because we ain't on camera.
you just said, bam. Like you ain't even give her an introduction or nothing, man. And brother, and silent thought. I ain't mean to cut you off like that, but I
No,
feel
no,
like
no, no. You
everybody
good?
deserve a good introduction.
They do, and she does.
Yeah, like listen, y'all, y'all think the three of us is bad as far as opinions. This sister right here, oh, yeah. For the next 20 minutes, y'all about to be in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tia Weston is sitting at the table with us. All right, you can unmute yourself. Come on now. Unmute yourself.
I wasn't trying to cut off the gentleman who was
Nah,
speaking.
you know you wasn't, but come on now. Come on now.
That's silent thought. He here every week. We already know.
Yeah,
Come on,
we
Miss
know what to
Weston. Let's
expect
hear
with
it.
him.
Let's hear it.
He here every week.
Understood. Um, to be honest with you guys, I try to stay out of the media mainly because a lot of it is propaganda. They're not going to tell
Absolutely.
you what you really need to know. They're not going to show you what you need to know, and there's going to be a lot of misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that HBCUs even got linked with the situation, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And I think that it's a separate agenda that they're just kind of pulling together to give you to hide what the true intentions may be.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yes.
all know that there is a shift politically that's going on, as well as financially and economically.
Talk
And we
about it.
have never been welcome in these circles. And it's like, you got to understand, we got to stop trying to put ourselves in these environments that were not meant for us, HBCUs
Mm-hmm.
included. Just because it
Mm-hmm.
has a black name, just because it has a majority of us present doesn't mean it is for us. And as a result, you can
Yes.
see that once you have that piece of paper, it does not give you the same regard as someone who literally grew up on the opposite side of tracks in a hole in the wall called a trailer. They get more money than you, even with your piece of paper. So you have to understand that this world that we live in is not for us. So it's important for us to kind of spin around the bickering and the disagreements to find a place of unity and
Mm-hmm.
to come together with the underlying cause as well as the solution to how to help us. The biggest thing was to keep us separated, and they have been successful in doing that. We're more concerned with competing and complaining than actually resolving anything.
Yes.
Um,
And,
that
and not to cut you
situation.
off, sister, and to also try to throw the curtain over us by having us worry about what's going on between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B
I can't
and
even
the
True.
tell you what
Diddy
it is.
situation. But
And,
talk
and, and
about it.
but that's what I'm telling you. Like, I do not subscribe to social media. I do not just subscribe to I don't even own a television. Okay. I
Mm.
do not put that information in my head because it's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of misinformation. I can care less about two puppets that are bickering about stuff that does not even
Talk
matter.
about it. Talk about it.
The fact that one is married to a sex offender, the other one has music that degrades our women, degrades our community, and everybody wants to worship that. It makes absolutely no sense. It's designed to keep you down. They will not publicly support artists, indie artists, or neo soul artists, or revolutionary artists, and things like that. Like there's one lady right now out of Mississippi. Her name is Kirby. When I tell you the music she's bringing is the music we need. It's revolutionary. Okay.
Mhm.
She's. I don't know if you guys have. Yeah, go look
Oh,
her
excuse
up.
me, real quick,
She.
real quick. Is she the one who made the song with Akeem Ali?
Yes.
They
So
did a duet. Oh, she is magnificent. Go ahead.
she's a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit. And when I tell you she's for the people, she's for the people. And she
Yeah.
tells you, it's a line in one of her songs. It is like, are you for yourself or are you for the people? Something like that.
Oh, I know who you talking about. Oh yeah.
When I
Yes.
tell you
She
a
reminds me of India
beautiful
Ari.
spirit, been a beautiful spirit. No, I wouldn't say India Ari. She's more of a Nia Simone. She's more strange fruit hanging. She's more of a
Yeah,
um
yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
yeah. Now don't
Tia,
get me wrong,
real quick.
her appearance is more India Ari, but her message is definitely more revolutionary.
Tia,
Yeah.
real quick. Sorry to cut you off, sister. Are you talking about the girl? She has a album called Miss Black America.
I don't know her album's name because I follow her directly, so I wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily like
I
streaming.
know the songs you talking about.
Oh,
She
okay.
she's bright skinned. She got a mouthful of goals with
Wicked
a
Country, Kirby and Akeem Ali.
yes. When I
Okay,
tell you,
copy that.
beautiful person, beautiful spirit, and
Copy
beautiful
that.
message. You
Okay.
know, and so she's not mainstream. So a lot of people don't even know who she is, but just the raspiness in her voice, it means
Yeah.
something. You know, the
It's
everything she
captivating.
does.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of music, since we kind of cross over into that a little bit,
Yeah, let's talk about it.
there's a lady.
Before you keep going, hey Mel, me and you, we ain't saying shit for the next 13 minutes.
Hey,
Oh,
we
hush.
don't cuss on here. We don't cuss
Also,
on here.
we ain't
No,
saying
listen.
shit for
This
13
is
minutes.
the
Y'all got it. Y'all
the
got it.
only gripe that I have with this is that we didn't know y'all was coming to the table. We would have had a nice little spread with some cornbread and some
Yeah,
collard greens and stuff like that. We ain't have it.
pictures on
We
the
ain't
napkin.
have it. So
Some pictures on the napkin.
It's cool. I'm good with the fried bologna sandwiches. I'm
you
good with
know what?
that.
Stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
What
But
you
nah,
know
let's
about a fried bologna sandwich? It ain't ready to that little bubble pop up and you push it back down, right?
You
Bubble,
know what I mean?
hey,
You know what I mean?
don't play. Don't play. And
And
then
you
they
got a
gotta
little
have,
crust
they
around the
gotta have that
edge.
little burnt around the
The burn
Yeah,
edges.
around the
gotta have a little
edge.
burn around the edge.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Absolutely. You know what?
boy,
I'm
Listen,
gonna tell you
combo.
something. Okay, since we brought it up, I want to talk about that
no,
really
go
quick
ahead.
because
Talk about it.
I can talk. Y'all know I can talk. So there's
No, go ahead. Go on.
this concept that's
Mm-hmm.
called collective consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
what we have. But for whatever reason, well, I know the reason, but we haven't tuned that to the right frequency yet. So we could
Right.
talk about the food, we could talk about the upbringing, but we hadn't tuned it to the point where we can. Okay. So I have this thing, and I may be wrong, but I have this belief, and my belief is that if it's a word for it, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
So telepathic capabilities, psychology would call it extrasensual perception. They tell you that, oh, it's not real, but we're gonna write about it. We're gonna put it on our books, but it's not real. Don't get into it. We have a collective consciousness. There's a show, a series called Sense8. It's on Netflix. It's really
Yeah.
old, and
Mm-hmm.
it talks about people chiming in to their circle, if you will,
Okay.
right? And that circle, if that person has taekwondo capability, they have mathematician, they are some expert in this or that, we can tune in to their knowledge through the connection and literally fight in taekwondo, or we can speak in Latin or speak in Chinese because our circle can do it, right? So
I
here's the
believe that's a real thing, though.
I do too. So here's the thing about DNA, and here's the thing about energy and frequency. So if nothing is ever created or destroyed, and frequency is just transferred, or energy is just transferred, and of course our intellect comes from not a book, but our capacity to recall, then we can
Mm-hmm.
tune into our ancestors, and then we can tune into our ancestors, and we can tune into the people around us, and that's where that collective consciousness come from. And the idea is that our spirit, our energy came from one big pool of water, right? And somebody took a cup and dipped into that water, and that cup created your individual personality, but you're still collectively a part of the whole. We don't have that access anymore because the pineal gland is calcified. If we uncalcify it, then we have the capacity to change the frequency. So the same way we can tune into a bologna sandwich, we can tune into the revolution.
Well, that is the concept of time travel, right? This stuff you see on Back to the Future and all that, yeah, that's nice and entertaining. But true time travel, if you look at it from mathematics standpoint, you cannot travel back in time in a physical body. It's not possible because it's gone past.
But the
The
reason why
future is a
I want to interject
projection.
real quick. The reason why you can't go back because back is current. Okay. So
Hold on,
time,
let
the
me
way,
finish. Let me finish. Let me
go ahead.
finish. Watch this. This is what I'm saying. In the physical body, you can't travel back.
Correct.
But you see how we just did with the bologna sandwiches? We all time travel back to when we were
Right.
younger, because the consciousness is what fuels that spiritual body, that energy. That's how you
Agree.
traverse, and that's that collective consciousness you're talking about.
Correct.
That's
We're on the
it.
same page.
And like you
We're on the
said,
same
we're
page.
blocked out on it because of our pineal gland is calcified, but we can reach it. And other cultural groups have spoke of this, like the Hindus speak of nirvana. That's what nirvana is when you reach that
Exactly.
consciousness level.
So
And
Nirvana,
but we lost that as a people.
so Nirvana, and this is all a cultural thing. So Nirvana or success or
Yes,
whatever you want to call it is the top of Maslow's pyramid, right?
Mm.
yes, yes,
So
it
if
is.
you at the
Yeah,
top of Maslow's pyramid, then you have reached what we would call nirvana. You have reached what Christians would call heaven because it's a
yes,
concept. It's a
yes,
mindset. So most of us dabble in between the last and then the second to last bottom of the pyramid, or Maslow's pyramid, which
uh
talks
huh,
about survival, because we're constantly in survival mode to try to make it through day-to-day activities. We never
right,
reach the peak of it. The peak of it is an enlightenment. The peak of it is success. And that success is not in what you acquire or can obtain, it's in the relationships that are evolving around you. So once
yes,
you reach nirvana or once you reach heaven, it's about a state of mind. It's a mental state. Now, to go back into the time travel aspect of it, time is not linear like we perceive it. Time
it's
is actually
definitely not.
a concept. Time
Yes,
does not exist, but a clock does.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go into the clocks, then you also understand the calendar. If you understand the calendar, you understand we operate a Gregorian calendar and not a traditional calendar. A traditional calendar, we're actually in the year like 2014, not
Yeah,
2025. And
exactly.
Ethiopians actually operate off the original calendar. They never converted to the Gregorian calendar. And even if you look at your months of the year, it should be 13 and not 12.
Yes.
It was 13 at 28 days instead of 12 at the 30 and 31.
Mm.
Not only
But do
that,
you know
if
why
you look at
Ethiopia
the
never?
origins,
I'm sorry, but you know why Ethiopia never adopted that calendar? Is because that's the only country on the African continent that's never been colonized.
absolutely. Absolutely. Now, not to go into too much detail, but I had a DNA thing done on myself because I want to know, like, where my ancestors came from, right?
Okay.
Okay,
It
okay,
came back Asian.
that doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
It
And if
doesn't
you look at my
surprise me at
features,
all.
you can see it.
Well,
But the idea, so I traced my haplogroup, not just oh, you're from Africa. I chased the haplogroup. My haplogroup is part of a group that has not been conquered. So they don't have a lot of information on it.
mm-hmm.
My haplogroup
Hmm.
traced back to Admin Islands, where that is where the journalist went and was assassinated. Well, not gonna say assassinated, but was, unalive because of the fact that, hey, look, you don't belong here and we don't want what you're trying to bring.
That
So there
part.
are still some cultures, communities, and we won't hear about them because, again, they have not been colonized. They have not been converted. Even when you look at Africa as a whole, they have been poisoned by Christianity. They have been poisoned by politics. They have been poisoned by the media to where they are literally walking away from the customs that were embedded in them. Because that's how strong those frequencies are from your cell phone. If you don't have I think it's an EMT blocker, no, MFT. If you don't have that blocker, if you're still using Wi-Fi in your house, if you're still using microwaves and all of these things, it emits radiation that is literally frying your brain. There's really delta waves, like the fact that you can think about something and it show up on your phone.
Yep.
Now, I got into this with somebody before, and they was talking about it's called selective programming, to where for 2 weeks straight, you might see a picture of a rabbit, right? And then 2 weeks later, the rabbit shows up on your feed, or you think about, I want some rabbit stew or whatever because you had been programmed to think and want rabbit stew, right? That's just how deep it goes. And then want to go even further, this whole AI situation, we got to block it. We got to stop it. If people don't understand, these data centers that they're putting throughout the states are killing us. We got to back away from the technology. Albert Einstein talked about it. He said technology was going to be the death of us, because not only was it going to eliminate original thought, it was also going to be catastrophic to our existence. And that's exactly what's happening. That data center in Memphis, all those people are sick. All those people are dying. And they had one planned for Georgia. We was able to block one in Georgia, but they're trying again right here in Jackson, which is about maybe 40 minutes from where I am. They are trying to put another data center in Georgia. And it's like people are like, oh, yeah, data center, more jobs. No, you imbecile. You don't want that. You don't want that, because guess what it's doing? It's taking away your clean water. And because you're so familiar and subjected to modern innovations, you don't realize that you can't survive outside of what you have been given to. You don't know how to grow crops. You don't know how to harvest water. You don't know how to hunt. You don't know how to maintain without your modern amenities. And that's what it's about.
That's the whole point of these. What's his name? Mark. Whatever his name on Shark Tank. The rich guy. Mark. Whatever.
Cuban.
That's the brunette guy.
Yeah, he made the statement to somebody who came on there because he turned down the invention, and he told him, and he was honest. He said the only way an invention is successful is if it can generally make the public lazier. The less they have to do, the more it'll sell. And that's what technology does. It makes you lazier. You don't have to do this extra and this, that, and the other, because now this does it for you. This does it for you. And that's the way that society has been being crippled as time went by.
And that is my complaint about modern day society, is we are doing less. Your brain is not growing. Your brain is not being cultivated. Your brain is not doing
the wrinkles are literally straightening out in their brains.
Exactly.
And there's no gray matter.
Your no brain gray matter doing enough in order for us to we have this. So is that a modern advancement? Yeah. If you would have told somebody in 1930 about what we're doing right now, even just right now, as we're talking right now in 5 different or 4 different areas, they wouldn't believe it. That's amazing. Okay, that's cool. But what are we doing and how are we utilizing the advancements in order to keep the progression with our brain matter, our progression with thought?
We're not.
In innovation. Because that's what we got. A lot of the stuff that we have right now that we appreciate was from necessity. You had to figure it out. You had to figure it out. This is a necessity, and we figured it out. Everything from even crop rotation to open heart surgery, you had to figure it out. And now, what are we doing? I don't want a doctor, and I'm making a big joke in order to make it more simple. Now I don't want a doctor to do open heart surgery on me and then YouTube what the damn do.
That part.
Right.
You got YouTube.
But see, here's the thing. That's the other illusion. And what I mean by that is doctors learn medicine by cutting onto us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then we were excluded from the what I want to say, the conclusion of what is medically relevant or medically guidelined, right? So when you go to the doctor, those tests they perform on you, you're not included in that because it's for white people. You know, our creatine levels are naturally higher. Our disposition naturally is different from theirs. We're not the same people. Even though they may have 4 to 10% Neanderthal, it makes a very big difference when it comes down to their DNA sequences. So
Well,
what
listen
works
to the
for them
terminology. You
won't
have
work from
humans
us.
and you have mankind.
The thoughts and expressions
Mankind is simply means kind of man.
Yes, are not necessarily representative of the Family Meeting podcast.
We sorry.
Hey, but it's facts, though. They can do it.
Look, I saw. In my defense, I was invited.
No.
I was
We're
invited
not saying
to.
stop. Keep going, but we have to say that from time to time.
Okay,
But they
fair
can
enough.
fact check everything she's saying. They can fact check everything I'm saying. They can fact check everything you
That's
said.
the reason why I
They can
said we
fact
don't
check.
stop.
Yeah, they can fact check. They don't have to like it. Facts don't care about feelings. That's the way I was taught.
But that's the difference between people. That's the problem with all these podcasts. Most of these podcasts has people who are pushing an agenda to push their perspective.
Yep.
See, I don't operate in perspective.
And
I
they
operate
won't
in
listen.
facts.
Yeah, they
I
won't
operate,
listen.
and see, there's a difference. There's a difference between truth and fact.
Yes, it is. There's a big difference.
And
It
so
is a
I
big
operate
difference.
in fact. And that's one reason why I'm never emotional when it comes down to speaking facts. Because at the end of the day, you can fact check what I said. You know, but if I tell you, oh my God, all men are dogs, that's an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe that
Yeah.
by any means. You know, but that's an opinion. But see, here's the thing about how rumors work, and here's the thing about how media works. If enough people are saying it, and if enough people believe it, the society begins to accept it as fact. But it's
Because
indeed
perception is
no,
reality.
hold on. They accept it as truth, but that does not make
Oh
it
yeah.
fact. And that's the difference.
Yep.
Now,
There's a difference.
let's go even deeper here. Okay, so they studied our DNA, they stole our DNA, they test on us, they ripped us apart, etc., etc. Henrietta Lacks family just received their reward for what the government
The
and
cancer.
science did to her body in order to.
But DNA, yes.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
DNA.
we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go too deep in that because I'm
Mhm.
want to make a point here. So with that being said, is like they control the narrative. What's his name? John
Yeah.
Mayer. He's a white guy, but he's cool. And he said it a long time ago. He said when they control all the information, they can spin it how they want. And that went over
Yeah.
everybody's head. They went on everybody's head. When you go to Google to try to fact check me, then you already done lost. Because what
Yep.
we talking about is not in Google. What we talking about are in books that are in the restricted section of the Congress Library, okay?
Yes.
What
Yes.
we're talking about are experiments that happen that nobody wants to talk about. Do you realize that they are now teaching our children that slavery was voluntary? They're teaching out, and that's the importance of Black people coming together. Because at the end of the day, I don't need no doggone coon sitting here teaching my child. But at the same time, we don't have the support system and environment. They say, oh, boycott Walmart, boycott Amazon, boycott Target, boycott them because of DEI. Okay, so where else am I going to shop? Because you don't have it.
That part. That part. Where else am I gonna shop?
You don't
But that's why
have
they
it. So
make
I
sure to get
support what
rid
you're
of the
talking
mom and
about.
popcorn.
But see, now you understand why desegregation was so important. Desegregation had nothing about humanity rights. Desegregation was nothing about being equal. Desegregation was about controlling the Black dollar. Because when
But
the
that,
Great
that was the
Depression
whole
hit,
thing with,
guess
with
guess
segregation
who
and
kept
immigration.
businesses in
Deep
business?
water.
Guess who kept business in business? Black people, because our money was not welcome in banks. We kept Hennessy alive. We kept Cadillacs alive. We kept every industry that you
Well, the bank
participate
was
in right
considered a
now.
part
We
on its
kept it
own.
alive because our money was under our mattress. And
That's
the
what the
same
biggest
thing is
problem is with
happening now.
mafia.
And y'all talked about it earlier. The same thing is happening now with all the government shutdown, with all the social economic changes that are going on. Black people are affected, but we're not directly affected. But guess what? You don't want our money. Well, you want our money, but we're not included in your stuff. So we've been knew how to survive, but we're slowly losing that niche because now the farmland is tainted. We don't have those agricultural skills that we once had. We don't have that homeopathic medicine that we once had. And so now it's important to get back to that. Because if we don't get back to that, then we're going to be recycled into a new life.
You
And I'm
know,
going to digress for now, unless somebody else take the floor.
no. You know what? We had planned for the next episode, and this don't affect the next episode, to be revisiting the. You know what? We did 80s, 90s. Let's do 90s, 2000. That's what we said.
Okay.
But we gonna have to have a community forum on this.
Yep.
We gonna have to have a community forum on this. It may not be the next episode, but the week following, get your stuff together because this needs to be talked about, and it needs to be talked about in an unbiased way, but in a truthful way and a factual way, as you pointed out. Truth versus fact. And I'm looking at it, I'm listening, and I don't know if y'all saw the comments that was said. Charlene said, I may be quiet, but trust me, y'all have my full attention. Charlene also said, Tia and Silent Thought are speaking hella truth.
Yep.
So, with that being said, for those that are listening, will listen, hey, you got a treat today. And I ain't trying to cut it off right now. I'm not really trying to cut it off. I just want to throw this in there because, as a host, it's my job. I got to do the Oprah Winfrey thing.
I'm going to throw this out there real quick.
Go ahead, throw it out there and reel
So
it.
we got to get back to being able to communicate amongst ourselves, okay? Because if everybody understands what you're saying, then there's no secret to your plan.
What's understood don't have to
This
be
goes
explained.
on a major level.
There's a language that is not resurfacing because it's always been here. There's a language called Tut, and I'm probably not even supposed to tell y'all this because it's supposed to be a secret. But I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to research it. There's a lady who came on and she's broadcasting it, and we need to stop her. The reason why is because Tut allows us communication. I can't speak it, but I am trying to learn it. But it allows us communicate, not just Tut, but any of our languages. Remember, the biggest thing when parts, and I say this very distinctively, parts of our people were brought here because everybody was not brought here. People were already here.
No.
They took the language because once you take the language, you disconnect the communication. Once you disconnect communication, you can disconnect the connection. Okay. So
I can speak for hours with that. Keep going.
So Tut is a means for us to start back being able to communicate in code. This is also related to religion because a lot of people don't understand that the early settlers or the early people here that were introduced to religion did not use religion the same way it is used today. It was used as a code to be able to communicate without massa, quote unquote, to understand what we were talking about. So we were never trying to convert. We were using it as code. But once that code started being broken down, people start relying or believing that it was about the religion, and it never was about the religion.
Everything
That was around the 18th century that the slaves came up with that communication style. Like 18th century. The Tut language was like a secret language. It's just like when you see the Christians use the fish. One of them draws one side of it, the other one draw the other side, and that's how they know they're both Christian. It was similar to that notion, but it went deeper because
Outside
uh
of silent thought, have any of you guys ever heard of Tut language?
I have.
I
Okay.
haven't.
Okay.
I haven't delved into it because I had other things that I'm trying to kind of study. But yeah, I have heard, but I have not delved. I put it that way.
Okay. So I want to say this, but I don't want to say it.
Spit it
But
up. We at the table. We at the table.
okay, so listen. So the basis of it is the phonetic pronunciation of words. So you
yes,
speak phonetically to decipher or to communicate what you're saying is from a phonetic perspective. And that's one reason why a lot of people cannot speak it, because a lot of people are illiterate. There are a lot of people, I think it's like a, if you do the statistics, I don't know, somebody look it up and Google it or whatever, but the statistics of illiteracy are still extremely high. And also,
And then
and,
blank.
and and Tori can understand and respect when I say this. This is also going into the education system to why people don't understand politics because they fail social studies.
Hmm.
And if you understood social studies, you understand the shift because early on, Democrats and Republicans were opposite of what they are now.
Yeah, the
And
road.
every black person typically votes Democrat because they were told and programmed from their parents and from everybody around them to do that. I am 36 years old and I have never voted a single day in my life. And the reason why I have not voted a single day in my life is because I understand politics. And once you understand politics and you understand that you don't actually have a voice, you don't actually have a choice. You're given an option, and then out of those options, you choose. That's not true politics. And the crazy thing about it is the very thing that created this country that we live in was treason. But now you're prosecuted for treason. But you also understand that you're not included in the Constitution. And ergo, because you're not included in the Constitution, you'll never have a voice or standing in politics.
I want to ask you about one thing real quick, whether it may be fact or fiction.
Okay, opinion.
No. Just one of those. Like we have to get signed off on every so many years in Congress in order to keep our freedom.
Right.
Because no one's brave enough to say no to it. Because I mean, you know what type of hell that'll start. Have you
What's your
done?
question?
Have you? No. What my question is, have you done any research on that and know about that? Like, cause like, yo, we were freed, quote unquote, but Congress still got to sign off on it every what 4 8 years.
But see, here's the thing: we would never. Okay, so here's the thing about law, and this is the importance of understanding law. Let me tell you something. When these pale people, when they send their kids to children, when they send their children to college, they send them for uh, three reasons. They're gonna either go business, they're gonna go law, or they're gonna go no, just two: business or law, right?
Business, law, engineering.
Yeah, business or law. And the reason why is because they got to keep up, et cetera, et cetera. All
Yeah.
right. So here's the thing about what gave us our freedom. The the Emancipation Proclamation, if you look up those two words, was just a speech or a announcement of freedom. But if you look at the law, and this is why it's important, because law terminology is very different from what we perceive. And if you want to go even deeper, the study of linguistics, I'm getting tongue tied here. On top of what's the study of it? It starts with an emutology,
I know what you're
something.
talking about etymology.
Yes.
Talking about
Okay.
linguistics.
So when you look at the breakdown of that and law, you're going to find a disconnect because these words do not mean or carry the same reference in law as they do in language.
Right.
Okay.
And that is
The
that is a tricky
importance of
part.
labeling us as blacks was significant. And prior to being black, we was African American. But the importance of that is because it allowed the exclusion of our existence in the Constitution. We are not considered citizens. Our citizenship is with a lowercase c, not a capital C, and that makes a big difference.
If you look at
Our inclusion in these legal documents are not the same equivalency as our counterparts.
as a matter of fact, not to cut you off, but Silent Thought is from down, from the southern area. You're from down here. Have you looked at your mom or dad's birth certificate?
I have them.
Look at it and see what it says.
Color.
I've never seen my dad. He was born in 1934, and he's from the
Uh,
Delta of Mississippi. So
yeah,
his is like a small piece of parchment paper. Like it's not even a full size. Like I've seen it, but I never got to look at it.
you
It
see,
wasn't full like ours look. His doesn't look like that.
yeah, no, and it's not going to. But
So,
what I
so
was
my
getting at,
father was born in 1930, and I might be a good case study, so to speak, right? Because my ancestors were not slaves. And so my father, like, I got records. Okay, so let me clarify. I am 36 years old, and I'm fourth generation in the States.
Okay.
My
Okay.
ancestors were stowaways and came to America as free people. They acquired land that we still have to this day, and they were not slaves. I remember my dad telling me a story of um, his when he was younger as a boy, and the Klan came on our land and brought a guy that was accused of robbery in the country. And I'm gonna keep it like that because I'm not trying to give away where all this happened. And so my dad tells me the story. He's been a young boy. My dad was 60 when I was born. And he tells me the story of him being a young boy and a Klan coming onto our land and bringing this gentleman on the land to unalive him, right? And they did it because they couldn't touch my family per se, but they could still show them or scare them to what needed to be done, right?
yeah, is
So a lot of my ancestors' birth certificates, I've seen a lot of it because I've dived so deep into this stuff. It says mulatto on them. Not only does it now my father's birth certificate says colored, and my
Yeah.
mother's birth certificate, born in 53, also says colored.
Colored on it. Yes.
They say colored. They don't say black. They don't say African American. They say
They need to
colored.
change it to the 60s.
Exactly.
that's what I was
But the
getting at.
reason why they need to change it because they need to keep us outside of the legal inclusion of citizenship. So
I
this
mean, if you read the
idea
Constitution, it tells you blatantly. Like it says, all men created equal, but at that time frame, we weren't equal. We were considered what
it
a
it
third of a man or something
it
like that.
two-thirds.
2/3 of a man. So we weren't even. We were considered more like livestock.
No, no,
My
no, no, no,
family was
no,
brought
no,
over
no. Call it what it is. We were considered property.
Property,
property. That's what it was. So
And at
my
the
family
end of
was
the day,
brought over.
the emancipation population. Do you not know they compensated slave owners for the loss of their property?
it took 5 human beings to equal one. Now, I'm not trying to go in that direction right now, not on this episode, because we are overtime. But that's what I was getting at with the birth certificate saying color. By the letter of the law, you just discredit us as human beings.
Yes.
And that's my point. Nothing has changed. So we're not going to get stopped. Black men are not going to stop being killed by police because the Constitution justifies our death. Black women are continuing to be killed by the doctors because what people don't understand, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it loud, okay? Black women, doctors are to black women what the police are to black men.
True. That is a true fact.
Oh shit. I mean, excuse me, it was squat.
It's deep.
So this goes so much deeper than everybody even wants to talk about or consider. They'd rather have podcasts about the disconnect between black men and women in dating, but they don't understand that the root is so much deeper.
It is.
You ever seen your concrete come up in your driveway? And you see him like, I don't understand why this concrete is coming up in my driveway. That concrete is a result of a root that there's not even 20 feet close to it. All right? That tree might be in your backyard, but it's disrupting your concrete. That's what our roots do, right? And because they cannot control that, because they cannot handle that or manage that, is why we're excluded, because our roots can never be contained.
Now, what I want to do, I want to keep going.
I know, but we have to stop it.
But you know what? To give you a proper platform, you and Silent Thought, honestly, we got to preserve it for another show.
I don't care. We doing it next week. They coming back on next week. This is our stuff. This is what we're gonna do, whether you like it or not.
We in control of this.
Next
and
week.
What I really want to is to give the full attention to that. And I ain't trying to cut you off, Mel. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I want to give the full attention to that because there's a lot to be spoken. So it's not a silent thought. That's a pun right there. I'm just trying to break the
I like that.
But
there's a lot to be spoken, and there's a lot to be spoken on, and a lot to be addressed. And hey, tell a friend to tell a friend. Next week, same time next week, we got work to do as a people, and it's gonna start with not a conversation because I hate that word right now. I'm not trying to con you on
exactly.
I'm not trying to converse and change
etymology again.
There's a discussion. And what I thought about this morning, sitting down as I, had my morning thoughts. Discuss. And we know how we talk about the word cuss. Discuss. We ain't gotta fight with each other. Undo. Cuss, we know what it means. So let's undo it and let's actually talk. And that's what y'all are doing today. But you know what? We could do this all day long. I want to give y'all a platform. If that's okay with Brother Mel.
No, listen. You already know we brothers at the end of the day. I love this conversation.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I know y'all don't like that word conversation, but y'all gotta remember in New York I do stuff like that. No, we gonna talk. I love it. I love it. Like I love it. Like I'm ready to I'm ready to put my Black Panther stuff on and start some trouble. Is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
But you gotta be ready for the cost of that. I can't tell you how many times that I've seen in my vision of my death as a martyr. Because at the end of the day, we don't have that anymore. We have it in our history, and we talk about it. We talk about the Black Panthers. We talked about the move. I don't know if y'all know about it. The movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know about it, go look it up. Go look at how as soon as you stand up, as soon as you vocalize and you talk about anything that goes against what is publicized, right? You are dead, okay? You're gone. But at the same time, it is worth every cent of it if you can change the narrative to what's going on. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I know we gotta end. Martin Luther King was a pawn, baby. Rosa Parks was a
Ooh, they don't
pawn,
want to have
baby.
baby. Save that
Say
because
that.
For next
I got
time.
something to say about that too.
Agree, and we know,
Save
but
that.
people out there that don't know, and we need to break that down.
You
Oh yeah.
gotta understand. I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be my out. You have to understand that any information that they voluntarily give you is misinformation.
That's bull crap. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't cuss that time. Good job. Bull crap. If you voluntarily lobbing up information for the slam dunk, I don't want it.
There you go.
I don't want it. If you voluntarily giving out the information, you throwing up the lob for the slam dunk, I don't want it.
Allie, nope.
Is that? I like that. I like you came back down to earth right then.
He said, Ali, nope.
Nope.
No.
That's honestly how I play basketball. I didn't hate alley but you throw me the ball like that. Just throw me the ball, man.
But you get it though, because at the end of the time, at the end of the day, when you're on a team and you're participating, right? And the goal is to win, right? When someone throws you an alley, you are obligated to oop it or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, we want to change that narrative because guess what? Everything they send to you don't need to be deposited into the basket.
Just because they throw it in the air don't mean you got to catch
Now, with that being said, because
Yeah.
they're giving away too much right now, we're gonna have to save some of this for next week. So, with that being said, Tia, love your
Yeah.
sister. Silent Thought, love your brother.
Appreciate you.
TG, you know what to do.
Hey man, we got a lot of unpacking to do, and we did a lot of unpacking today. So if you are interested, for those who are listening and those who will listen, if you're interested, next week we running it back, and we gonna talk about some stuff. We're gonna have a discourse, a discussion, not a conversation. I had to throw that in. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a discussion, and we're gonna get down to some stuff that really might be on your mind. Hopefully, it takes you away from your present and just give you something to think about and put on your heart and think about what we're doing in our day-to-day life. Because honestly, some two things that matter in life, and they're both love. Love for yourself, love for each other. And now we can only get there truly if we truly understand the things that were being expressed by Silent Thought today and Miss Tia. With that being said, we look forward to seeing y'all at the table next week. You could have been anywhere else in the world today, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. With that being said, hey man, meeting adjourned.
Oh God, don't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, with that being said, no more questions.
There we go. Much better. We out. See y'all next week. Get ready for
Yeah.
Get
Hey,
ready.
we love you, family.